Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? This is BC. Welcome back to another episode of Supreme being recorded, streaming on Facebook. As always, make sure you guys check out my new website, get on the email list because you get special bonuses and perks. Those of you who really need it, and I know you do, click the link below and schedule your free strategy call. We can help you out. We have a ton of things to offer you, and it's at no cost to you. Number 3, if you're in the real estate world and you want to join under me or find out more about EXP and partnering with us, click that link below. And also, lastly, make sure you join our Discord channel. We have a public portion that's open for free, and then we have another member section as well. Let's get into this. I named this live, "The World is Your Stage." Now, why would I name it that? It's an interesting statement, right? We've heard the world is a stage, but we've never heard the world is your stage. Now, the reason people say the previous statement, which is the world is a stage, is to imply to you that there's a script running what you see in the news and in the mainstream media, okay? But that's not the subject of this particular podcast. When I say the world is your stage, what does that imply? It's your stage. You decide where it's at, what show is going to happen, who's going to be in it. That implies that you are the creator of your own circumstance, that you are responsible for your own show and everything in it. I want to zoom in now and for a portion of this episode on the little things, right? Career-wise, I started and continue to still be a salesperson, a salesman. You best believe every phone call, every interview, every appointment with a customer, buyer or seller or anything in between, I'm on a stage. I'm putting on a show and I'm enjoying every fucking minute of it. Now, do you view it that way or do you view it as, I'm on the grind like everybody else? Because I'm not interested in being an extra or in the audience of my own creation. I'm the protagonist. I am the main character. I'm every fucking character and everything in between. See, you need to view it with this mentality, right? This allows you to grab life by the horns and say, okay, this is my stage. I'm going to be the main actor, the supporting actor, and everybody else. Let's do this thing. Or, hey, if I'm going to assign other actors on my stage, I'm going to assign them. It's not going to be somebody else. And I'm going to put on the best fucking show that's going to have people coming back for more and more and more and more. But most importantly, myself. I'm going to enjoy my creation. I'm going to relish in it. I'm going to bask in it. Right? You see, this type of attitude and viewpoint on your life and zooming in to your career, to your personality, to your character, all that stuff, it changes the dynamic. Now, when I do a training for my team, it's a performance. Every day that I live my life, it's a fun, invigorating, stellar, Oscar-worthy performance. Right? And what will people, well, it's fake. No, it's not. This is my creation. How the fuck can it be fake? Right? This is what allows me to have that zest when I sell and on my videos and on these podcasts, dude. Am I ever lacking energy to you on this? There may be times where my voice isn't, but there's no doubt that I'm just bursting with energy, dude. This is my stage. This is my life. And this is a moment in it that you're getting. You're getting 20 minutes on this podcast of that particular day as that moment. And that's it. But that 20 minutes should give you an idea of what I'm like and what's going on up here. And then to the degree that you want to replicate that or have a piece of that in your life will determine how close you get to me or other individuals that you watch or that you get that piece from. And then in descending order, I have people super close to me and then, hey, we just listen to your stuff once a year, every couple times a year, all the way up to closest students who pay me a ton of money and everything in between. But dude, what are you doing, right? I look at a lot of people who follow me are entrepreneurs and salespeople. If I was to watch one of your sales, and let's start like on the phone or going door to door, would I be impressed? Regardless of your skill, would I say, man, that's a person who just embodies this shit. It's just oozing out of them. I can't help but be attracted. They're magnetic, right? And I'm not talking sexual. I'm just talking, man, this person's putting on a fucking performance. What a character, that individual. Would I observe that in you? Or would I say, oh, I'm just another fucking entrepreneur. Oh, just another real estate agent. Oh, just another salesperson. Because there's no doubt, whichever way you want to look at me, that you can't help but at least look twice and be like, damn, who's this? He's different. And scratch your head at the very least, whether you like it or not. That's undeniable because I treat everything, the world, like it is my stage, right? And what do people do? They try to nitpick this statement. Forget that. Don't be a fucking pessimist. Those people live miserable fucking lives. Just listen and adopt what you can. Just like Bruce Lee said, absorb what's useful, discard what's not. Think of your next meeting with a client. I think of meeting with like buyers and sellers in real estate, right? Man, I put on a fucking performance. There's no doubt whether I get the business or not. You can ask them who was the most interesting character and whose presentation was the most dynamic and interesting. No doubt, I would bet my life that literally every single one, probably 9 out of 10 would say it was me or my teams, for sure. Because I live for those moments, man. I enjoy it, right? You can just, it's just oozing out of me. Right? Now, people mistake that with just being, no, you don't have to do it, dude. We can be mellow and kicking back too, or anything in between, from extreme, right? Super aggressive to almost passive and everything in between. That's still demonstrating that the world is my stage, right? Dynamic in its execution. That's the word, dynamic. I can be the most aggressive lion tearing something apart, or I could be the koala bear just chilling in the tree, hanging out, chewing on some leaves. That's the beauty of the world being my stage. I can be whatever I want to be and do whatever the hell I want to do. So the career that you're doing, watching this or not, whatever this is by choice. You're watching Netflix all day and BSing and feeling sorry for yourself. That's what you chose to do. That's your stage, the couch and the TV or your phone. That's by choice. You, the person right there that I'm pointing at, if you're watching live, you, no one else's fault but your own. Like, I find it almost appalling, right? I'm going to use the fancy words, appalling, that we live in a day and age where somebody could be miserable, depressed, broke, hanging on by a thread, and they wake up and do nothing about it. So if we're watching their life like a movie, like, dude, really? You're not going to do anything? But you'll sit there and complain all day, but you won't do anything. I'm the one who would knock on your door at 10 or 11 in the morning, getting my hustle on, and you're home feeling sorry for yourself, not doing anything to better your situation when you don't want to be in that situation. What is going on? A temporary moment of weakness? Okay. But to perpetuate that behavior for a sustained period of time, insane. Absolute insanity. Because that's by choice. And to the degree that we deny that is what causes suffering and all this other stuff. Oh, it's not my fault. Then we start pointing the finger, right? You get away from some of these philosophical axioms that gives power to the individual, to the person. This is why I love and I'm fascinated with studying and always evolving the mind and the thought process and possibilities and what we can do and evolving as a human being, because then you get access to more power and more power and more power. Now you feel like, damn, try to stop me. That's cool. That's a feeling that can't be faked, but you have to earn that feeling, man. The question becomes is, what are you doing on a daily basis? You see, if this is the type of stuff that invigorates you, this is what you need to be around and listen to more and be a part of more frequently. You need to adopt this. You need to make this a ritualistic part of your life. Not just, oh, well, when I'm feeling down, I'll listen to you or that person. No, dude, that's wrong. That's selling yourself short is what it is. That's really what it comes down to. So think about your business right now. If the world was your stage and you adopted that just for like a day or a week, what would you do differently? How would you interact with customers? How many attempts would you make? What would your energy be like on those attempts? Would you ask one more time or two more times or three more times for them to buy your product or service versus just running away with your tail tucked between your legs? What would shift? What would change? A lot. How about your optimism and attitude towards even the possibilities in what you're doing? Wouldn't that shift too? Because I would believe so. 1,000%. Your social media is your stage. That's your marketing. That's a stage. Why do you look and sound like the next person, just a little taller or shorter or chubbier or skinnier or darker or lighter or longer hair or shorter hair? Why? Why do you keep looking around for what to do? How about you just do what you're supposed to do and what you want to do, not what other people are doing? Oh, what are you supposed to do? Whatever you want to do. Yes, there's some principles of success, but what's beyond that? And then the rules that you're abiding by, whose rules are they? And are they set in stone? When someone says, you can't do that, says who? Says who? Because I went against the majority of that conventional wisdom and what I'm doing, and I fucking decimated the competition. The only thing holding me back is the bullshit censorship going on that crippled me starting about 2.5 or 3 years ago. If it wasn't for that, I would still be soaring in the algorithm for sure. By breaking all their fucking rules on the unwritten rules of what you're supposed to do. To put me in this position and bury me, they broke the rules, but that's okay because we're not here to complain. The show continues. The world is still my motherfucking stage. And it will continue to be. Why? Because I don't need attention and numbers and likes and all that nonsense. That was cool to have, not a requirement, not a necessity. If anything, this is actually a better position because it's more fair to everybody else. That's the way I view it. Good. Let them get their shine. Fantastic, especially if it's people in my tribe, people that I support, and other people who are hustling and earning it. Get your views, get your likes, grow your brand. Fantastic. I'm happy for you, and I support that shit. Which is why if any of you have ever reached out, hey, you want to be on my podcast? You're the first episode? Absolutely, I'll be on it because I support the hustle. I'm supporting your stage. I'll jump on your stage for a minute and watch your performance and contribute, and then I'll go back to my stage. Not a problem. You see, is this your attitude, though? Or is it, well, you know, I'm going to try one thing today, and then, you know, you try for 20 minutes. Oh, that was a successful day. Dude, what are you doing? You're operating at 1% of your fucking potential, and you think that's okay because when you look around, everyone else is operating at 0.5% of their potential, and you think you're doing well compared to them. Upgrade the references that you have. Upgrade the props around your stage and the people watching it. Upgrade your fucking audience, too. Upgrade the lights and the studio and the stage itself and the material, everything. It's your stage. You can do whatever you want. There's no limits. How about what you demand of yourself? I hold myself to the utmost highest standard. Why? And that's exactly why. I do not hesitate to hold the people around me to a high standard, especially the people who are on my team or who pay me or depend on me. Why? It's my duty. But first, I must hold myself to a higher standard than I ever hold them for this to work properly. Why? Because my stage will demand and require the highest fucking version of you. By design. Before you enter my stage, the scroll drops down of all the things. If any of it you can't do or comply or it scares you, then turn around. The stage isn't for you, my friend. Come back when you're ready. We'll happily have you then. Again, who's to say that I can't do that? Oh, an observer, a hater, a pessimist. Who cares? I don't listen to you. This is my stage. Go deal with yours. Right? What I'm getting at here is the only ceiling that you put on, the only limit is you. The only reason you think you can't do something is because of you. The reason you don't go after something is because of you. It all always comes back to the finger being pointed right back at you, the person right here in the camera. You can deny that all day. Until you accept that, you will always be working on a fraction of your potential and your ability to get results and fill in the blank, whatever that is for you. Everything that I've ever done in my fucking life, you can't do that. Not going to work. You're not good enough. You weren't born for it. Blah, 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 fucking blah. Right? Or world's smallest violin, right? They say that. Who cares, dude? Did that stop me? No, but I built up my character and self-belief and all the stuff internally to make me a motherfucking monster. Now the world is my stage, and I can be Hulk or any of the X-Men or anybody else if I want at the snap of my fingers. Because while they were ha-haing and bullshitting, I was working on myself and improving every single day. Now on the stage, you will see. And my stage keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And no, I don't mean a following. I mean, my stage keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm going to keep making it bigger. And people are like, man, how is the stage so big? Because I want it that big. That's why. That's the answer. You see? You see how when you throw BS or a limitation or an opinion or a limiting belief, I just smash it? You can do the same. You can do the same. Stop fucking living this PG-13 fucking ant-sized, goals and aspirations version of your life. Why? When are you going to commit to attending one of my lectures or doing something else? Right? Maybe there's somebody you've been admiring for 5 fucking years. Why haven't you done anything with them? Why haven't you gone to see them or gone to an event or done something to get closer and get access to them and their community? What the fuck are you waiting for? If you admire them and you want to be closer to them and collaborate with them or do whatever it is that you want to do. If you feel like, hey, they would be a valuable addition to my life, I can learn from them, I can model after them, then fucking get closer to them. Oh, well, it takes effort and I have to pay. Stop being a little bitch. You want to be around greatness, you have to pay the price. You want to be great? You have to fucking pay the price. Sometimes it's money, sometimes it's blood, sweat, and tears, and sometimes it's other things. But you have to be willing to fucking do it. It took everything out of me, and it continues to build my stage and operate at the level that I'm operating at, and I love it. And I'm going to keep doing it over and over and over and over. If you want to try to stop me, good luck to you. Bring a whole fucking army with you because you ain't going to do shit. They've tried to shut me down and censor me and scam me years ago and try to fucking run my name through the mud. Guess what? None of that shit works because my stage is bigger than yours. My character is more powerful than yours. That's the difference. Good luck. I welcome the opposition to try to stop me. Good luck. You're going to need it. And something else magical to try to stop me. And you'll know that once you really lock horns with me. You see? I love this. It's amazing. This is the life force and energy that I pierce through shit with. Why do you think for the last 10 years that I've been doing everything I say I want to do and accomplish? I do it over and over and over and over. The world is my stage. Of course I'm going to accomplish it if the world is my stage. That's what happens. There's no question. Do you view the world the same way? Because if you did or you adopted this belief system, it would go a little bit better for you. That I can guarantee you at a bare minimum. It would go a little bit better for you. You would smile more. You'd be in a better mood. You'd have more peace and tranquility. You'd have better results. You'd be living a better life. You'd have better people around you, more opportunities. The sun would shine a little bit more during your day. So, let's get to work, ladies and gentlemen. Get that hammer and nail and wood planks and start building that stage and finding out what props you want and all that other fun stuff because you're going to need to. Because if your stage sucks and you don't like it and you're not proud of it, you only have one person to blame. You. Okay? With that said, we'll wrap up here. Schedule your free strategy call for those of you looking for more additional support to see what we have to offer to help you. Get on the email list on the website. Join us on Discord. And those of you interested in the Icon Ninjas with eXp Realty, you can click the link below and schedule a call with us as well. See you on the next one. Peace.